Okay, let's go. You ready?
How's it going?
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Ooh, Sprite. What is this, Sprite Light?
It's Sprite Zero.
Oh, zero sugar.
I didn't realize Sprite had that much sugar in it, so I feel like it should taste that different.
No, it has an absurd amount of sugar in it, I'm pretty sure, doesn't it?
Also, if the leaf blower is a fucking, like, literally the first fucking time ever, like, fuck.
That man, he was up on his roof blowing leaves. Did y'all see that?
No.
I turned around down here, and the man is literally standing on his roof looking at me blowing leaves off. I just now realizing the total, like, fucking absurdity of that.
How did you get it? He's like fucking 70, too. He's not young.
His yard is fucking
Immaculate, dude, at all times. I didn't believe him, and then once fall came around, you're like, wait, there's not a leaf in this fucking
Literally
yard.
The day of the leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that could never
He's
be
on
me.
it. No,
My yard is leaves right now.
Pine needles for me, and I ain't fucking picking up pine needles, bro.
Only because there's no tree out there. Backyard, fucking.
When last year, we just burned the entire yard. I literally just lit my fucking yard on fire and stood there with a hose while it,
If it gets the job done,
Yeah.
you know?
But don't have to mow, and then I go to mow this year. I only mow like a couple times. I'm like, let it get a little out of control. I live in the
Yeah.
fucking woods, dude. What do I give a shit? And I'm mowing, and I'm like doing the front yard. I already did all the backyard, but now I'm doing what everybody else can see, and my mower just fucking died. It just quit. It was like, we're done. And it's
Fuck up.
Dude, I wish we could get away with that shit, but we would live like in the city in Jonesboro, so like our backyard, we were in the middle of, me and my girlfriend both do theater. We were doing a show together, and so like we had like no fucking time afterward.
you both do theater in Jonesboro. That's cool.
But we were like in the middle of the show, and so our yard was like, it was so bad in the back, and our fucking bitch of a neighbor, we hate her. She's this old like 80-year-old woman, and she's the fucking worst.
I've got nothing but free time. Why don't you clean your yard up?
Yeah,
Shut up.
dude. She'll reach over our fence to like pick shit off the tree that's right next to our bedroom, so like we can hear her picking shit off.
Picking
We're like,
shit off the tree?
What the fuck are you doing? But yeah, she called the law on us.
Did she really?
She brought down the fucking hammer, and they
Bitch.
they gave us a ticket that if we didn't mow it, we were gonna get like
Yeah.
an $80 ticket or whatever. It's
That
fucking
no one can
stupid.
see?
No one can see it but her. It's like
That's bullshit,
it was
dude.
so dumb.
I had that happen once, and she
You
was
start-
trying to say that the leaves, she was like, oh, the leaf piles can have snakes in them, and I don't want to get bit by a snake, so you gotta clean it up.
Okay, that's insane.
Shut
Anything
up.
can have a snake
Shut
in it.
up.
Yeah.
Copperheads are the only ones that are scary to me, though. Like, they scare the shit out of me for some reason. I don't know why. But most snakes, like cottonmouth shit, I grew up, you just grab them
Yeah.
out of the pond or something, you know? Like, they're not really going to... They're trying to get away from you. I was cleaning up my yard. It was last year, actually, when we were doing all this. I was trying to make sure there was, like, a pile of, like, the limbs and shit. And fucking copperhead just... I was like, oh, fuck. Because I'd lived in the city for so long, I almost forgot, like, you know...
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah, snakes and shit, duh.
Take the boy out of the country. Take the country out of the boy.
Well, I just, I didn't kill him. I just shoveled him, and there's a nice little burned up meth lab next to my house, and I just threw him in there. We got meth snakes.
Dude, that would be the most apex predator ever. Are you
A
kidding
meth
me?
snake?
Meth
Have you
snake?
seen the movie
I
Meth
love
Bear?
that movie.
Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear. Cocaine
No.
Bear.
Oh
yes.
wait, is it based on that like Tumblr story about the bear
the
that
bear that
like,
ate all the
snorted?
cocaine
Yeah.
from the plane drop? Yes.
They made that into a movie.
It's a movie.
That's
I feel like
amazing.
bears are already like crazy and unpredictable enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but it's
I
like
can't even imagine.
like there's stories like a bear broke into a cooler full of beer and like went on a rampage and drunk bear stories, and then there's cocaine, like it found a kilo of cocaine and ate it all. Like, first off, it's an apex predator. It's looking for meat and shit. Do you really think a bear just kind of munched down on a brick of
But
cocaine?
if he bites into that shit,
But
it's just gonna go everywhere.
once, yeah, that's
Right,
true.
yeah.
I'm just kind of
It's
in him.
in you.
So it's basically like I think the movie is like a 24 hours or like a night of a coked out bear attack.
I hope it's shot all in first person.
I hope it is
Oh,
too.
yeah.
That'd be awesome. Like Doom.
The bear being like,
There's no audio. You just hear that like like white noise because he's so fucking.
Oh, tinnitus. Just that sound of like fucking ear fatigue.
Of course, like all of us are just gonna be like, I don't hear anything.
I don't
you know?
hear it. No, that's me 24/7. Dude, my
Literally.
tinnitus, okay, it's getting really bad. My tinnitus woke me up a few nights ago. It
Really?
was the ringing in my ear was so loud. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? And I just heard like a bell. I was like,
Oh my god.
I was like, what the? It took. You're startled, right? It's like it's 3:00 in the morning. I'm tapping my phone, like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I thought it was maybe a siren or something. Nope. It's your deafness seeking in. It was awesome,
dude. I remember being. I think I don't know if I was like born with it or whatever. I don't know if you can be born with it, but I've been playing drums since I was like 6. And of course I didn't wear fucking any ear protection or anything, but I have like specific memories of me being like an 8-year-old kid and like sitting on the couch and then just hearing the like ee and not doing anything. So it just continued to get louder, and I was like,
it makes you insane.
What is happening right now? You know,
the first time you figure out what that even is, it's like, what the fuck? That and heartburn.
Oh my God, dude.
Yes.
I literally had heartburn for the first time last year, and I already have heart problems as it is. So, like, I thought I was having a heart attack.
Yes.
And me and Mallory are laying in bed, and I was like, I think we're going to have to go to the hospital.
Yeah,
she's like, what's going on? I was like, I think I'm having a fucking heart attack. We go to the Walgreens. It's like 2 minutes down the road from us, and then I get some Prilosec, and she's like, feel better now?
Yeah. I was like 13, bro. I was crying. I told my dad, we got to go to the hospital. I'm dying.
Yeah.
It's just heart. He's like, I think it's just heartburn. He gave me like some Pepto or some shit or whatever it was that we had in the house, and it was like same kind of thing. Like, give it 30 minutes.
Dude, that was so fucking. That was like the most surreal 20 minutes.
Dude, it's terrifying.
Yeah, no, it's the worst.
Who knew heartburn would be so bad? And now I get it, and I'm like, well, I'm either dying or I just ate too much pizza. One of the two.
Yeah, well, it's like everybody that I know that like the older folks in my family that ever experienced it were just like, I got some heartburn. So like I figured it was like a tinge of pain here or there or whatever. No, that shit fucking sucked.
Yeah, it sucks. Do you have a heart issue? Were you born with it?
Yeah.
You got a hole in your heart or something?
No, I have like PVCs, so like my heart beats prematurely.
Ooh.
That's medicine I had to go take. It's kind of fucky. It's like I have to like eat better than I usually would.
Can't be getting that heartburn. Yeah.
No, God. That's before I just recently, like within the past like 6 months or so, got on that medication, and so like I wasn't on that medication at the time, so my PVCs were awful.
You didn't just figure it out, though, right? You've known about it?
Oh yeah, I've known about it for years, but it hasn't got bad until I hit like, I think I hit like 230, like max weight, and it was around that time because I was like eating really bad.
You weighed 230 pounds?
Yeah, I weigh 200 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you 7 feet tall? What the fuck?
I'm not even 6 foot.
Wow.
But fucking, yeah, it was like I was eating really shitty, and then I just like let that shit go, and then the heartburn on top of that, fucking awful. Do not recommend.
How long you been acting, dude?
I've been doing it
This is
since
a lifetime thing.
I've been doing it since high school. I always wanted to act whenever I was a kid. But then I started doing theater in high school, and then, funny enough, so the first like show I did, because I was in Rock of Ages with our local theater company up there, but I was the live drummer. So like instead of having tracks that play the music, they have a band play it, but the band is on stage as part of the cast.
Oh, that's tight.
So I was actually Christian from Tiny Towns, or used to be in Tiny Towns.
Yeah.
He was one of the members of the band, and he's fucking amazing. He's so good.
Was he the bassist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ridiculously good.
Yeah,
Which Matt is also just as good.
Incredibly talented. Y'all got some weird shit in the water up there with the bass players, man.
I know.
Just cranking out top-notch basses.
Everybody
they're
that
not just bassists. Like both of those individuals, incredible musicians.
Yeah.
across
Yeah.
the board.
and I know a
Just kind
couple of
really
other
fit into those bands.
yeah. There's a couple other people that I know that like run in those circles that like I had no idea about, but it's like a bunch of my college buddies that play like jazz music and shit like that. But there's a kid that I know named Reich who is like a young god at
When you name your
anything
kid
that he
Reich,
touches.
he's going to be
Yeah.
really great at something or real evil.
Yeah. No, yeah, he's so good.
That's awesome. I mean, we have talented people. I'm just saying, like, that's a lot for such a small place. I guess Jonesboro isn't
Well,
as small as I remember it, though.
We're about 80,000 people.
That's
now.
a lot now.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in so long. Dude, I can't even remember the last time I was fucking in Jonesboro.
I mean, when you're in Little Rock, like there's really no reason to go to
I
Jonesboro.
guess so. Is
But-
there anything there, though? Like,
I mean, we got Cregan's and Brick House.
yeah, Cregan's, yeah.
Fuck Creedence.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
fine. I guess now, I don't know. I guess something has
Fuck
happened
Cregan.
now.
Yeah, I just heard about the drama like a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
so,
yeah?
Yeah.
You just
Fuck
too
Creedence.
busy. Hey, shut up. Yeah, fuck
That's
Cregan's.
Blaine. It's not me. Blaine just keeps yelling that.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. We got our fair share of shit venues too.
Yeah.
Hey, that theater Tiny House played out was pretty sick.
The Forum, dude, is the fucking legit. That's where we perform Rock of Ages at.
Yeah.
That shit's
The
tight as hell.
Forum?
Yeah, it's
Like a full theater. Like,
yeah, it's a big ass fucking theater that I don't know if they own it or not, but there's the Foundation of Arts. It's like the big Jonesboro like
Like a playhouse.
kind of, yeah, they put on all the plays and musicals and shit like that. They have like rights over that building. I don't know if they actually own it or not.
Probably not.
that shit's always
Probably something like some contract with the city where like they
Yeah.
keep
the
it
owner
up
lives
and
in Dubai, but
yeah.
it's owned by the city at the same time, and then
Mm-hmm.
this company is just
Well, it's
the one
like-
that's allowed to run it.
yeah, you
That-
get a contract to run it and then you just have it forever.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
That theater is dope as fuck though. It is so big and it's so nice. It's so nice. I wish we
Sounded
could.
incredible.
How has it been there for a long time? Is it old?
I'm sure it's been there for like at least probably 20 years or so.
Oh, so that's not bad.
It looks pretty new.
I guess it's a long time for you
It's
though.
like one of those
Yeah.
theaters
You'd have been like
It's
four.
a majority
yeah,
of my
yeah.
life. Yeah.
It rained in like the downtown area, similar to like Ron Robinson down here. Like almost as if like it's not that old, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I literally just moved to Jonesboro like 2 years ago, so
Oh,
I'm not from
oh.
Jonesboro.
Where the hell are you from?
I'm from Piggott, boy. That's
Piggott?
literally the top right corner of Arkansas, above the Boot Hill,
People forget that.
Above the what?
above the Boot Hill of Missouri, where it comes down in.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. I'm from quite
Holy
a ways
shit.
away.
That's fucking terrible.
Yeah,
Is
it
that, what's
sucks.
that population?
4,000 now. It was like
that's actually more than I thought.
3,000, 3,300 whenever I was growing
I
up.
live near Boxside. I'm pretty sure there's still under 1,000 people there.
City was like
What?
2,200.
What's
Yeah.
what was the name of it?
Piggott, Piggott.
Fuck that,
Don't
dude.
say that 10 times too fast.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Like I like a small town, but that doesn't even seem like it was a small town. It just seemed like people lived there,
I'll tell you.
but there wasn't shit there.
unincorporated
It's not a town, yeah. It's
tell
a
you
community.
a fun fact about Piggott. I'm pretty sure we had the first stoplight in the county. I don't know if I'm totally pulling this out of my ass or not, but I'm pretty sure we did.
Town in the county.
Yeah,
I drove through a city once in Oklahoma where the stop signs were in barrels of cement, so they could change up the road pattern like midday when the tractors were coming through. I'm dead serious. And all the roads were gravel, but there was buildings there. The shit had been there for a long fucking time.
that's awful.
There's
It-
legit like
it
a
felt-
full-on ghost town and like
This could have been a ghost
Eastern
town.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, this could have been a ghost town, but people just were hanging on. There were probably just some old farm community. Well, it is what it is. But I don't know, dude. When I was a kid, and it was the craziest shit I'd ever seen as a child. I was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? The people live here? This is
But
insane.
also, we can see it as
Look
a
like
ghost town, and to them, it could be like a thriving community.
True. That's because that's how I feel about Piggott now that I've been moved out for 2.5 years or whatever.
they're
Like,
still surviving.
I go back there and I'm like, damn, people live here.
Yeah.
But like growing up as a kid, I was like,
you don't think nothing of it.
yeah, I don't.
And if
Yeah,
you
it's
live
dude.
there, like, fuck yeah.
I mean, I lived in Bryant. The population was under 3,000 when I
Yeah.
moved there.
Is
as
it really?
A kid. It was under 3,000 when I moved there when I was a little kid.
Ben Bryant, that
Damn.
area is-
The whole
I thought Bryant was way bigger for some reason.
Benton is at like
Benton is now.
30,000,
Okay,
40,000.
Benton may be where I'm thinking of. We did a couple marching competitions in high school again, and Benton was there, and they had a big ass band.
Well, Benton's a big ass school. Like their school is huge. So is Bryant though, but not back then. But now you're young. Shit, I'm confusing the time frames, man.
Probably before you were born.
Long before he was born. I was probably like 7,
Well, you're
8.
how old are you?
He's 47.
Yeah.
I'm not 47. No, I'm 38.
Okay,
I'll
so-
be 39 very soon.
So you're 15 years older than me. Okay.
Yeah, but that a lot happened in those before you were born. A lot of fucking shit, especially around here. Like, I mean, Little Rock was like they were like stoked when they passed 100,000, and now you're telling me like Jonesboro's like almost at 100,000.
Yeah.
And what did we look up the other day? Like we're at like almost 400,000 or some shit.
Little Rock?
Like the greater Little Rock area.
Like Central Arkansas Metroplex is like 600,000.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking
Mind you,
people,
the
man.
total population of Arkansas is like 1.3 million.
I thought it was like 3.5. It's got to be more than a million, right?
No, I
It's
doubt
like
it.
1.2.
With
Holy
the
shit.
3 biggest cities in Jonesboro, I'm pretty sure are in
Jonesboro?
Arkansas, in Arkansas
Yeah,
are
yeah.
Little Rock, Jonesboro, and Fayetteville. And Fayetteville
Yeah,
just
Fayetteville's
now passed
fucking
100,000,
huge. Yeah,
didn't it?
Fayetteville's blowing the fuck up.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Never been. Not once.
It's
I
fun.
want
Dude.
to.
You will love
really
it
bad.
for sure.
Want to really bad.
Especially with
Never
that
been.
haircut. No, I'm just kidding. All that dyed hair up there.
Okay, I'm wrong. It says 3.5 million.
There you go,
3.05
3.5.
million.
Damn,
See?
really?
It's a lot of people.
I think
We just
what
got
I'm
like
thinking
a
of is,
bunch
like,
of bumfuck
What's crazy is that's our whole state. Like, I think Dallas is at like almost 6 million.
What I'm thinking of is like, so all the elections and stuff
So-
that's happened, and they were saying that like the.
Oh,
registered
you're just looking
voters
at
is,
registered
like,
voters. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now add all the kids and undocumented people and all that stuff, and you're at pretty high.
Well, the undocumented people would be part of the census.
They add for it on census, don't they? Look that up. Come on, look it up.
Shout out to census.
The census,
yeah.
not the band census.
The band census, also known as.
Who do you think does the census?
The band.
It's them.
Yeah, it's
Could
just-
you imagine?
It's just those dudes.
It might as well be.
Ironically, I know the guy
Dude, they
who-
don't ever change the fucking signs. It said there was like, it says there's like 10,000 people in Bryan, and I don't fucking believe it for a second.
Oh no, yeah.
It's unbelievably fucking packed in that
They
city
updated online, they're just
24/7.
like, we don't have the money to print a new sign.
A new sign,
Yeah.
yeah.
Our
Fuck that.
population has tripled, and we have a shit ton of tax dollars.
Well, then turn the fucking sign, like, take the sign down.
That's what-
It's misleading as fuck.
I feel like that's what Jonesboro did too, because like I remember growing up, Jonesboro had like, I think it was 63,000 people, and then the sign went from 63 to 79,000. Just there was no in between, and I was like, ain't no fucking way
Yeah.
that many people moved here that quick.
I don't, the pandemic really, they
Like
sure
with Pine
fucking
Bluff,
did.
it's
They're
the
like,
exact
my,
opposite. Like that's where I was born,
Oh yeah.
and it was like 60, 70,000 like back then, like in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I mean, I think it's like 35, like 38,000 people.
gone down.
Damn.
Like it's just everybody left.
Well,
Shout out to the casinos.
was down there?
Casino's fault.
I've never been to Pine Bluff either.
It's a very it was like such a huge.
I can do
city
some
back in
traveling.
the 90s.
Yeah.
And now it's going down
well.
the street.
I mean, I haven't been to Pine Bluff in fucking decades. I think
guys-
I went there
I've
once
been
when I
to
was
Pine Bluff
young.
every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have like two claims to fame now. You got Goon and you got fucking the chick from karate, or not Karate Kid, Cobra Kai.
There's somebody from
The-
Pine Bluff
The
and
LaRusso girl, she's from Pine Bluff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So I was born in Pine Bluff. I lived there until I was like 5 or 6, and then my mom moved me to Star City because she wanted me to go to. She said a better school system, but
better school system.
Where's Star City at?
30.
That's what they always say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
It
what
was-
they
it
always
was the
say.
closest
Better
other
school
town,
system.
other than like moving close to Little Rock, which she didn't want to do. So,
Well, yeah. Fuck both those places.
it was
A little
also-
geography
what-
lesson
Yeah.
for everybody today.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both sound like shit, honestly.
What sounds like shit?
Both those cities.
Star City?
But Star City and Pine Bluff.
He
fuck
said,
them
"What
both.
sounds like shit?
Tommy's
What sounds
listening
like
to
shit?"
this.
Yeah.
Tommy's listening to this right now. He's like, yeah, fuck that place.
Well, they both sound terrible. I wouldn't want to fucking. I'm good.
Yeah.
If it's probably all run. I can only just. I haven't been there in so long, but I can just imagine what it looks like in my head and go, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Jonesboro's such an interesting place to me.
I haven't been to
I've
Jonesboro
never
in
had a bad time.
a long fucking time.
it's. I mean,
I
we've
should
got-
go back
But
though.
it's this huge college town, and there's nothing else close to it. I
Oh,
think that's why
are you a
Brady
college
City
kid?
I didn't go to college. Fuck no.
You didn't? No, I didn't either.
Dumb
no.
as shit.
No,
Them dunks,
same.
a bag of rocks,
College
baby.
there or just-
I'm not dumb. I just
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. You hear that
didn't
shit
wanna go to
rattling around in there?
fucking college. I should have, I guess. Wouldn't have to do flooring my whole fucking life.
I feel that. I've been thinking about it, but
What are you gonna do though? If you're gonna do acting and music,
Fucking-
that's not gonna help you at all, really.
I work at the mental health ward up in Jonesboro. So I've been thinking about going and getting a therapy license. But
I got you.
I don't know.
I guess that
It's
makes
also
sense.
4 years and so much money.
Do you have
that I
any
don't
acting
spend.
aspirations though? Like, or are you just sticking to theater?
I mean, it would be dope as fuck to like act in a. I'd love to do like Broadway shit. You know.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
Scale it up a little bit.
well, damn, I just realized we started talking about Rock of Ages and then we went off on like a
Dude,
geography
I'm telling
lesson.
you. I'm telling you.
So yeah, like I said, I did Rock of Ages and I was like the live drummer or whatever. And then the literally next show that we did after that was Spring Awakening, which I don't know if you know anything about it, but it's like a super serious play, and we did it around or it's a musical. We did it around the time of the Roe v. Wade stuff, and it has to do with abortion and stuff. So like it was we needed to do it at that time. But like that was a super super serious role, and it like called for me to like cry on cue, and like I had to like kill myself on stage and stuff like that. So thinking about the last play that I did, which was a Suicified Christmas Carol, and going from that to Spring Awakening is really funny. Yeah, I was Jacob Marley in the.
Is that what the hair dye was for?
No, I just did that.
You just did that?
So I've always wanted to dye my hair, and I really wanted to enter my Gerard Way era and go like bright red, which I did for a little bit. But we got to blonde, and then I was like, I'm gonna keep it like this for a little bit. But my hair is so fried at this point. Whenever Mallory gets back this weekend, we're gonna dye my hair back brown.
You have to, and then you got to let it grow out for a little bit, dude. You'll fuck your shit all the way up.
The fucking under of this is so fried. It's not even funny.
What color will it be next Friday?
It will be brown. You will see me with my natural hair color next Friday.
The hair color that it was dyed back to.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be as close as you can get it, yeah. Then you'll have two-tone for
I'm
a little
going
bit.
back to my roots.
You gonna cut it?
Hey!
Do what?
Terrible. Are
No,
you
I'm
gonna
not
cut
gonna
it? No.
Hell no. You ever seen me with short hair? Yikes. Yikes city.
Yeah, same. I can't have short hair,
If
bro.
this show sells out, I will shave my head.
On stage?
No.
Come on. Come on.
I mean, that's kind of...
Everybody, I need everybody that's listening to this to go and bully Kurt into shaving his head on stage.
Content.
Head and beard?
Just hair.
No, it's head and
Can't
beard.
do the beard.
That's content right there, baby.
That'd be pretty good.
To
That
shave
might
the
have...
beard,
That
I myself would have to sell out.
That'd have the potential for at least some sort of virality, right?
No,
Oh.
I'm fucking. That's a
Like shave
paid
a
live
guy,
stream you gotta watch.
like some band, whichever band, it'd probably be whoever does the headlining spot, and then hey, like while we play this song, and just off in the corner, like, you know, the guy who paints the painting while the band plays, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
He painted it was upside down, and when he flipped it over, it was a different thing. I've seen that a few times.
Maybe we could get like a little intermission break. We're going to have a 15-minute intermission. Anybody who wants to shave Kurt's head can come up here and take a whack at it.
Intermission. Intermission. Have you ever seen a show with an intermission, like a band? That'd be fucking nuts.
No,
I guess I
it'd be
did actually see that. No,
Everybody
I'm
tried
lying.
that, remember?
I did see that.
Who'd you see it, dude?
Under Oath. But they changed the entire set. They played 2 albums back to back. They played for like 2 hours. And so like for one album, they had one lighting rig. And for the second album, they had a whole different lighting rig.
What were the 2 albums?
Define the Great Line and Chasing Safety.
I knew it.
But it was their rebirth thing when they came back after they broke up.
Oh, yeah.
I completely forgot that they did that. That was insane because you're like, damn, clearly you need a break. You don't just want to play straight for 2 hours.
Right, yeah.
I mean, unless you just hate your fucking self.
Especially with as fucking hard as Aaron Gillespie plays. Like,
The
that
drums
motherfucker has to
just
be
beating
tired
the
out
shit.
by song 3.
Oh, he is.
I
Your
would
body
be
just
dead
goes
that
into
day.
fucking
You kidding me?
survival mode, man. You just like, it's like a zombie, you know? Your muscles are just kind of working.
I saw the video of him doing a drum clinic, and he was playing
Oh, yeah.
whatever. I can't remember the name of that song. Off the top of my head. Yeah, and he like literally, it's a room full of like kids and their moms and shit at this drum clinic,
And
he
he's
is
going full force.
fucking ham. And
You
I
gotta
was
go
like,
full force, man.
I mean, do it, I guess. Like he's doing it up, but
I watched the thing where he was
God.
demoing a drum. He was like, this snare drum, and he just starts
absolutely
fucking
like,
cracking the shit
fucking-
out of this snare drum. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm here for it, man. Fuck it.
Caught that snare in a back alley. He was like,
If you're gonna have fun, you know, if you're gonna have fun, like then plus the workshops are so boring sometimes too. So he's probably up there like bored out of his mind. He's probably there for a paycheck. Let's be honest.
right.
You know,
yeah.
like when you're not touring and you're in a band and you don't have another source of income, you kind of gotta make income happen.
Yeah.
You know, because that shit gets real bleak out there,
I've-
even for a guy on their level.
Yeah, oh, for sure, yeah.
Shout out to the band Bleak.
I don't know who the
I
fuck
don't know
that
who
is.
that
dude.
is. I think you're just making stuff
They
up.
played a show to raise your money for your podcast, so that's kind of disrespectful for you to say.
Who is it?
Bleak.
So I guess I don't know.
They played the fundraiser show
Where?
on day 2 at Area 51.
Oh,
I
shit.
guess I don't remember, man. Are they the ones that had the books? I don't remember.
I wasn't able to go to that.
It was fun as fuck. I will say, I sat and ran lighting the whole
Yeah.
It
time.
was fun, yeah. They had the Metal Fest the same day, so I was in Jonesboro for that.
That Metal Fest looked fucking sick.
It was pretty sick.
Oh, that's right.
The poor Poor Fleshbound, man. That well, it wasn't just them, but fucking
Fuck Regans.
What, did something happen to the sound or something?
dude, the
they don't have
power
sound.
kept going out on the right wall. So
In
like
there.
Lucas is up there playing that whole time. And
Oh,
it's
so
like,
the amp keeps shutting off?
And yeah,
Oh.
like everything on that right side, like, and I don't think it was any fault of, shout out Ty, my buddy Ty was running sound. I don't think it was his fault at all. I think it was just like whatever was going on, whether it was too much power or what, but like, Pierce's mic cut out for like the first couple songs, and then Dakota's side went out, and then fucking Lucas's side went out, and like, it was like every song there was something new happening, but it was still a killer set.
That
so.
They
sucks,
persevered,
dude.
And I heard it was a crazy time.
They did.
So that's what's important.
That was the night I met Sergey, and my girlfriend.
Sergey's a wild ass dude, man.
My girlfriend and my boss are crazy about him.
He's wild. I hope he's there tonight, as a matter of fact. I'm almost assuredly he would have to be, right? Like, the wrestling thing tonight at Vino's. Yeah, y'all should come.
I don't know what I'm doing for practice.
Probably chilling, huh?
Wrestling at Vino's.
I think
Well,
Zach's
this is
having a game
gonna
night,
already be...
but
That's already happened, so no, talking about
Yeah.
it's pointless.
This comes out Tuesday, so.
Yeah, so it's already happened.
yeah.
So it's pointless.
But this does come out before the show on Friday.
Which we could talk about.
Speaking of the show on Friday, motherfucker, I'm ready. I'm so ready. I literally, the last show I played was the Punks
I
and
was
Paws.
going to ask.
was-
Damn.
Yeah, that was January
Was that 3
2020.
years ago?
It was January
2020?
Yeah.
That was, oh shit.
That was Anchor the Appetite's
I thought
only
that was
show
like
too, wasn't it?
2019 for some reason.
Yeah, that was a banging ass show though.
What, the Punks for Balls show?
Yeah.
That was fucking an incredible show.
Yeah,
That was
super
like
fun.
a season of just boom, 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 boom. Like every show that was hit, it was just hitting.
Leading up to the perfect
2019
year of
hit.
shows.
Yeah.
2020 was hitting.
And yeah.
I mean, I feel like, of course, nobody.
That's what I thought it-
Nobody
I thought it
wanted
was-
the pandemic to happen,
No,
but
no,
like,
no.
I think that we've recuperated pretty well.
It's going as good as. I mean, I don't know
Swimmingly.
that it's going as great as it could have been, but it's still going great. It didn't fall off to zero.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, my God, every show you go to, there's a fucking crowd, and it's better than still before.
I can
So
say
it's-
that like,
It held up.
yeah, I have a lot of friends who don't listen to like the rock and metal shit that most everybody does down here.
Right.
And you know, I've brought a couple to the show, which I have my entire theater troupe coming, like literally 15 people.
That's awesome. At least it's covers.
Yeah.
He was like, "How many can I?"
No,
have?"
would they
Yeah.
come to? Now, would they come to see you play without it being a cover show?
Oh,
though?
for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
they
cool,
like we dropped Misery, and
'Cause
I
some-
did not expect it to get the response from them that it did. But like, we have a whole group for the thing, and like everybody
Mm-hmm.
was like, "I fucking love this song." I was like, "That's so
Can I
nice."
ask you,
But
because normally you send it to friends and they're just like, "I'll listen to it later."
no, yeah, I still had friends like
Yeah.
3 weeks after we dropped it, sending me snaps of them listening to it.
That's sick.
It was really.
That's how you know
it
it's
was-
good, dude.
Yeah, it was
The
really
mixtape
nice to
is
see.
Fun, but it's like 10
Promotion-
years ago, if you weren't listening to it first week, nobody gave a shit.
Yeah.
Promotion after the fact is how you know it's doing well, for sure.
Yeah,
It's a great
fucking-
indicator.
So this is my first show in 2 years or however long it's been.
That's
This is
fucking
Zach's
nuts,
first show in
dude.
like 9, I think.
What
I
the
think that's what he said.
And it's
Oh.
as a cover band, though. Is that
Yeah.
kind of crazy? That's got to be crazy.
We were
Yeah.
trying to get them to set something up as Cardinal Rule, but
That's true.
everything just kept falling through.
Yeah.
Miscommunications.
Well,
To be-
hopefully this will set all the fires it needs to set and just start coming out and just start fucking ripping shows.
Yeah. We still got a couple, like 2 or 3 more songs we got to work on before we actually start playing. Because like a lot of the shit that we're working on now isn't necessarily in the same vein as as the first 2 that we released. Because we're trying to
Oh,
go for like a
okay.
more pop punk sound.
I
Then
think that's that
And now you're
struggle with,
not?
like the single era, like where everybody's putting out singles instead of albums.
right.
It's really easy to write stuff that sounds completely different in
Uh,
the same
yeah.
time frame.
Yeah.
Well, I think that Chris wrote the first 2 completely, and then I joined, and then he left for like a year or so like that, and so that pretty much like I became the primary songwriter at that point, and then
Yeah.
we've worked up like 5 songs, and most of the shit that I've wrote is like in the vein of like movements and
Okay.
like
Yeah.
balancing composure and stuff like that. So it was a little bit of a shift,
Being
but
able to do both is impressive.
we're trying for sure.
But also, I feel like that's a gap that is kind of no one's doing much of in this area.
Right. Which we've talked about it. Like whenever we play live shows, we're gonna put those two wherever they line up in the set. Those two are gonna be back to back, because otherwise it would feel very like the rest of the shit is very like, you know, like balance, composure, and movement shit. So it's like very like slow and like kind of like somber-ish feeling, and then you got those two which are just like straight up like bangers, like
Right.
just
Put the slow shit in the
driving.
middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, put the
Don't do-
fast shit in the middle.
Put the fast shit in the middle?
There's
Really?
only two songs that we got that are fast. is
Oh,
those two.
interesting. I would do the opposite. I would bookend. Start big, end big. People only remember
Yeah.
the start and the end. Nobody remembers the middle.
Yeah.
I would definitely
That's-
always start your set with a fucking like in your face, like, hey, I'm trying to get your attention.
I also
Yeah.
tend to write, overwrite. Like we'll write everything and then cut back on. Like we'll write 10 songs and then be like, these 5 suck.
I wish that was my problem. I literally I hammer out a song every fucking 9 months or whatever.
What?
And I'm like, here's my baby, my child, my bundle of joy.
You spend too much time overthinking it, or
No, I just fucking I do this thing. It is the Brady special trademark. Where I write a song. Where I write a song up to the first chorus, and that's all you're
That's
fucking
all you're
getting from
getting?
me for
Yeah.
like months. And
Just do it 3 times.
I don't mind in
Just-
parts.
Yeah,
Are you
right.
better in the room?
do what?
Are you better in the room?
No, I need to be. What do you mean? Like
With people?
No, I need to be fucking secluded.
Really?
Yeah,
Man,
I need to be like full on hermit, jars of pee around me.
that's
like,
wild.
Jars of pee.
Yeah, I need to be scraggly fingernails, like
Right,
clacking
right.
away on my keyboard shit.
Looking like I just
DoorDash bags
come
on
out
you.
and got crust in your eyes and shit, and the sun hits you.
Yeah.
You're all gray and
I'm
shit.
about to disintegrate. You can see straight through me. Yeah.
That's wild.
That's how I need to be.
That's so wild.
Because I get really judgmental. So like if I'm around people, I also have really bad anxiety.
Now, are you
so,
writing
like,
everything though? With that?
Not
just-
necessarily everything. Well, I mean, like I'm writing I write the basis of like I'll put like a root note part over the bass part.
Gotcha,
And then
gotcha.
I'll write like these guitar riffs.
Just these loose
and
ideas.
then I'll put like basic drums, and like if I want something specific, then I'll write something specific, and then me
Gotcha.
and Zach will talk about it, and Zach usually comes up with something that's way better than I could have thought on the spot, you know.
Right.
Everybody has a hand in it, but
Right.
I
That
just do, like, the
overriding-
base work of most.
That
of the most of
overwriting
the
in
song
the
and then-
digital pre-production thing is such a thing. I was just wondering, because like some people tend to overdo it. When you're just sitting at a computer, it's real easy to just
Yeah.
and then do this and then do this, and then you realize, fuck, I have to do this live. Like shit.
I luckily don't have that problem. Most of the shit I do is like whenever Jake joined and I was teaching him like Misery and Hard to Stay, you know, like he was like, oh, these are pretty easy, you know, because most of the shit I write is fucking, it's bar chords, it's dumb, it's
Same.
I could do it with my eyes closed, as
Uh-huh.
could literally everybody in the state of Arkansas.
Bar chords and single note riffs, man.
Yeah.
King. You don't need any more than that shit, dude.
No,
Give a
absolutely
fuck.
not. I try to spice shit up with. I try to write leads and stuff, and I can't.
I'm not a lead guitarist, dude.
It's
I'm not-
awful.
yeah.
And then the tracks
doing,
that
doing all this stuff, and I'm just like, I can do it for like a bar. I'll
Yeah.
hit something real cool and be like, that was sick as fuck, and then be like, do it again. Be like, I can't.
I will record a take and then I will send it like in our group chat, and I'll be like, hey, listen to this, but don't listen to it
But don't
because it's like
listen.
fucking bad. It's like
Yeah.
really really bad, but like listen to it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's just me. I didn't even bother plugging in the guitar. Can you make it out even? Like it's just strings clanking around on an electric.
Yeah.
I didn't want to grab the acoustic off the wall behind me just because I was in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been there 1,000 fucking times.
Yeah, we got fucking. I mean, Chris also writes fucking amazing songs, and then Jake is also working on a couple things too. So like, we got some pretty nifty stuff in the bag, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, how much? Well, you only need like 5 songs though.
So we
Dude,
got
a live set only needs to be like 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
we've got a song.
Unless you want to
that-
pull one of these like come out headline, sell out, like dude like this crazy
I wish,
release
but-
style show. Wish. I mean, it's been done a few times here lately, the last few years.
That's I would really, because I had this like whenever we were talking about doing the shows that we were gonna do, like I really wanted to. I I really wanted to go like full fucking like Panic, Pretty Odd era and like get some like stage presence, you know, and like shit that like to decorate our stage with.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the shows just kind of fell through because there's so much going on at the time.
Right.
But yeah, no, me and Jake have both talked about like what we want to do as for live shit and
Like production and stuff.
Yeah, kind of like just overall, just like ambience. I've been working on like a bunch of like transition tracks in between songs.
Yeah. Make it like more seamless.
Yeah, I saw Dance Gavin Dance at Warped Tour, and they had that shit going like in between each song, and each one
I love that kind of stuff.
sounded like it. Like whenever this song ended, it had the resemblance of that song that slowly faded into the next
song. Yes,
and mine don't do that, but I'm working on things like that. So like I want shit to like fill the space, so it's not just like dead air, and we're like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's well. First off, you got to be good at that. That is a skill, dude.
Yeah.
That banter in between songs, I never knew how fucking blood-curdlingly embarrassing it can be until I became a frontman myself, and I was like, oh, this is where it all really is. So, when we write samples, we just have a little stomp box. You just click it, and it shits it out. Nothing's like, because we ain't playing a no clicks or nothing, but
Right.
The most we would do would be like, what's this song, Justin? He'd be like, that song's in C. Like, what's the next song start with? He'd be like, you know, whatever he would say, and I'd be like, all right, cool. So I'll try to make it where it starts in the key and ends in this key. That's about as good as I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm doing most of the shit on like my iPad. I'm just ripping shit, and I'll be like, put it in this and just hold something down. So I'm like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They make it so easy.
It's very accessible now, for sure.
And a great way to make samples, just like an eerie sample. Just find something awesome with a little bit of movement and just slow it all the way the fuck down.
Yeah.
Just change the tempo down to like fucking 20, boom, sample.
Dude, fucking a lot of like plugins that come with shit like these days, it comes with like beats and like the fucking like your synths have like the like oscillators or whatever on it, so like it does all this shit for you. So like, you know, hold down a note and you're like, damn, that sounds good.
Two of my favorite ones I made on my phone, like on the toilet. Like just bored on GarageBand. Just like, you're just sitting there, you just hold down buttons till something piques your interest, and you just record that however many bars. You can set, the tempo, how many bars of it you want. Like, to copy it, you literally just drag it, and it's just auto pasting every time you just keep going. It's so fucking simple now.
I don't think I've ever once used an Apple product. Like,
it's phenomenal.
I've heard people say that
stuff.
GarageBand is like super easy to use and stuff.
For
like
that,
but
especially like in the iOS sphere, like on the computer, it's more like a DAW, but it's more like a dumbed down DAW. It's not like a full fledged where you have all this control.
Right.
It's kind of like it's enough. It'll do in a pinch, but like on the phone and shit, they've really embraced the touch aspects of it all.
Yeah.
And adding things and subtracting things and shifting them and like crafting them has become insanely easy. They even have like K oscillators and stuff just built right into the thing. It's like at the bottom, and you can just take it and fade it down and move it up, and you can change the drum. Changing the drums is as easy as going like, I want the 16th notes, and I want it all hi-hats, and you can literally just take your finger and slide it to that, and it will just shift.
Imagine handing that to like the Beatles back in the 60s.
I mean,
they shit their fucking pants
heads off.
Literally.
They're like, I don't know what to do, mate. We only got 5 strings on our guitars.
It's fucking.
That's amazing.
I can't imagine like seeing the like how they would do it in the studio with like all their fucking synthesizers with all the
plugs.
They're like running a marathon up here and shit like that. Yeah, now.
And they keep all that in their brain too. Like the producer's got all those patchworks in his head. Like, oh, and this, if I plug this into this, it goes over to this little doodad, and you can and it makes this little weird sparkly sound, and that's it. That's that whole thing. But it's got its place.
I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
Dude,
are you kidding me? I would never remember that shit.
That's why I never got into it until now. I couldn't get into it. My brain doesn't have the capacity for all that.
Dude, fucking, let me tell you, getting into
I can't believe I know as many instruments as I do. I can barely speak English.
That's fucking getting into like recording and stuff like that, because in in the first band that I was in, we had a guy that like did all the like recording and shit like that. He knew all about it. And then in Abimail, Dakota knew everything. So like I didn't touch anything. And then we got in this band, and all of us were kind of like, none of us are really the computer guy. So like we've all started to learn everything, but like, man,
I guess
learning
being a
process
social
was so
media guy is
fucking-
not necessarily being a computer guy, is it? That doesn't equate to the same thing.
No, yeah. Which Dustin knows a lot about, like, of course he knows, like, marketing and shit like that.
Yeah, he's clearly a genius at that.
Yeah, he's fucking amazing at it.
Yeah.
And he knows, like, graphic design and shit. But when it came to, like, actually demoing shit out, we were all like,
Who's gonna do
kind of like,
it?
who's gonna do it?
Yeah. No,
So-
I definitely, like, we all had to sit there and train ourselves too. Like,
Yeah.
we just went and bought some shit and was like, let's hope for the best. 'Cause
I had a friend give me my Focusrite, and then luckily we have Whitehead. Whitehead is literally our fucking saving grace
go.
for everything.
Yeah, he knows everything.
Anytime I need anything, I'm like, hey man, I don't understand this, and he's able to fucking
Text it
dumb
out.
it down for me because
Wow.
I'm dumb as shit. He's like, button, go here, do this thing. I'm like, yeah, now you're speaking my language.
it's nice if you use the same DAW too for somebody like that. Or
Yeah.
the same interface where they can be like, all right, up here, click on file.
Yeah, I think that he uses
Like Cubase or something.
I think he uses Logic.
Logic.
But I use Reaper.
Reaper.
But it's
There's so many now.
yeah, but most of the stuff is pretty like transferable.
It's all the same. It's just laid out different.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
Oh, I use this one. I use that. Cool. Well, I have a compressor too. No one gives a shit. Just make sure that it is on. You
Yeah.
know. But that's like what I was telling you earlier before we started. I was like, man, it's tough learning. It's just two people talking into a fucking microphone. You wouldn't think it'd be that hard to figure out, but it's like there's enough shit involved with all this. Like,
There's so much going on.
it's like it needs EQ. You'll watch a YouTube video and you're like, all right, cool, EQ, and you turn on the EQ and then you're like, okay, fucking now what?
Yeah. Do y'all do a lot of that in OBS, or is it?
No, we don't use OBS. I was trying something new before you got here.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like we're still trying to figure out this whole situation.
Right.
Cameras and shit. But basically, like I said, it just boils down to fucking spend more money. You either have to have super high-end like video cameras.
Yeah.
Because regular cameras for shooting photos can't be video cameras because they're like taxed differently or
There's
something.
like a weird law. that
It's a
goes
law.
where They can only shoot up to 30 minutes.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
if we had them.
It's a video camera, and then video cameras have no market. Real quick, we need to pause. Brady, I need you to move your car.
Oh shit. Okay.
This is gonna leave.
We're
I'm gonna put in a do. Oh, is that illegal? I don't give a fuck. We're not
I don't think
monetized.
you can use the Jeopardy sound, but you can put in like some sound.
Wheel of Fortune, maybe.
Is that Wheel of Fortune or is it Jeopardy?
That's Jeopardy. I'm saying Wheel of Fortune has a waiting sound.
Anyway,
I knew that was gonna happen.
I didn't
I
think
should have told him. To
I didn't
move.
think twice about it, and then Spencer texted me. He came down the stairs, and then he texted me and was like, "How much longer?"
I didn't see what card I put in this fucking.
I cleared it. There's more than enough time. I'm shooting 4K too, so we're getting more detail. You can decide whether you want to cut this or
Oh, just add in some noise and one of those little arrows.
the arrows. The woo.
No, not the arrow. The fucking color guard. The
color guard.
yeah, it's from a long time ago. The TV used to turn off.
Are you excited about the cover show, Corey?
I am. The TV used to turn off, and you have a color.
Do you want to leak any of the set lists?
No,
No. You don't want to leak the set lists?
no, because I don't know them, and I want to be surprised.
Oh.
I want to be surprised by the set list.
You want to see my set list?
No,
My set list that I have
dude.
right on my
Keep it
phone?
to yourself, bro.
I could show you. I love spoiling shit. I love
You,
everybody.
dude, Justin is the king god of spoiling shit. I'm in a band with the world's worst spoiler.
Dude, fucking literally, I didn't want to show any of my friends at first because I was like, I want them to come and like, because most of my friends like Data. Remember,
I used
so
to
was
be
like, I
real
want them to come
bad.
and like see and be surprised, and then
get
every
it.
time I'm like,
I get it.
you want to see the set list?
Yeah. I get it. I used to be super bad about it too, and now I won't tell anybody shit. Now I'm
Brady's
just like
also not in
sealed
group
fucking
chats. He
lips.
doesn't know shit.
I didn't want to know
He only
shit.
knows what I tell
It's
him.
really nice. Like I miss that from like y'all's youth is completely different from my youth. Everything was a surprise when I was a kid because we weren't tuned in 24/7.
Right.
This shit didn't exist, so it was fucking hella sweet to just show up somewhere and be like, oh fuck, that's happening.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So,
I
man,
like that. I like that. I want to get back to that. It's so cool. Like you just live your life. You're just like, It's like you could call the movies, but a lot of times you just went. And you're like, what's playing? And then you just find the fuck out and you're like, well, we got to wait an hour. And you just wait.
I remember like being like that whenever I was a kid, especially like before I had a phone. And
True.
now like that I couldn't function. I would have so much anxiety over like going to a movie theater not knowing what's playing. I just show up looking like a dumbass. Are you kidding me?
You don't look like to who? That's what I'm saying. You're what you gonna?
What are you here to see, a movie?
Yeah, don't film yourself and put it on the internet, and you won't look like a dumbass. You'll just be like, "Hey, yo," and you just look at the marquee and
Or
go,
like-
"That's tight." Wakanda, whatever is playing. What is it? Black Panther. Black Panther.
That is fucking disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful. I didn't even know that was fucking out, dude. I could give a shit.
Fucking yeah, no, like showing up to a movie theater like that, or especially like
What?
going to a friend's house and knocking on the door and they're not there. No.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No.
that was my whole life, bro. That's all you had.
I know, I used to
You
do
can't-
that shit, and
parents
now
on-
I'm like,
If mom's on the phone, fucking get over it. Because, the phone doesn't work in the other room unless you're rich. See, now, if you're rich, they had 2 phone lines.
Yeah.
And the kids had their line, and the adults had their line.
Do you still remember your landline number?
847-6753. Swear to God. I'll never
598
forget that shit.
2071.
See?
Yeah.
I almost called it the other day. As a matter of fact, that's crazy you said that because it just popped in my brain randomly that we had... Fuck, we had a landline.
Yeah.
There's no way I didn't dial it, but there's no way that still works.
I called mine whenever I was like a teenager. I was still living in the same town. I called it, didn't know who it was, surprisingly, with 3,000 people in town.
Did it
was
answer?
They were like, hello? I was like,
Holy shit.
I was like, oh, this number still exists.
Did you still live in your same house? That would be wild.
No, no, no.
Oh, okay.
No, I was living with my
A phone
my dad
with
at the
a
time.
floorboard starts ringing.
Just imagine if the house, like if when you moved, you got a number, but the number was attached to the house, not the person.
No.
So like when you moved, well, you get a new number now. You got the house number. Our house number is da 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 da.
Oh, like every house.
Like
has
every
a
house
phone
has its
Yeah.
own dedicated phone number. Back
Bro,
then,
You know how many shit calls you'd get all the time?
I mean, I feel like it would reduce them, right?
You know how many people you'd
Because
get a
it's
call?
not attached to you. Your number follows you
Who
around.
the fuck? What?
When you sign up for something, do you
thought
put
you were
Kurt
saying the
Lunsford or do you
opposite.
put 1082 Wallaby Way,
now.
Sydney? What is the address from that movie?
Finding Nemo?
Yeah, what's it?
Fucking, I don't remember.
Something Wallaby Way, Sydney. I remember
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah.
What's the numbers? Come on, man. You're the actor.
Man, I have the brain of a goldfish.
How do you act then?
That's a 10 last.
You got the
Surprisingly,
shit on your back of your forearm where no one can see it.
I act surprisingly.
How art thou, Romeo?
I'm like, how art thou, Michael?
Michael?
Getting your lines is okay as long as you look surprised.
Have you done any like YouTube skits or anything?
What do you mean? They're lost to the ether at this
Oh,
point.
so they do exist.
Yeah.
Lost to
but
the
I
ether
don't-
means findable.
I don't know. I don't even think I was in any of the
Oh,
shit we uploaded
sure.
to YouTube. And I, oh my god, I forgot about this. So me and my friends that live down the street, it was him and his brother. We recorded this thing, and like I was pretty proud of this because I did some Foley work, and I like put in some like distant like machine gun sounds in the background. We tried to make it like there was like this big war going on, even though there were like cars passing by us,
Sure.
like old folks, like
Hey, man.
But
Trickery.
I recorded that video on my fucking laptop, facing away from me, like walking with them the whole time, and I was like, I hope this shit's in
That's
frame.
phenomenal, dude.
It was hilarious, and I edited it in fucking what's the Windows Movie Maker, which has
Oh,
like
yeah.
3 tools,
Yes.
and that's
Three
it.
tools,
cut.
One of them is cut.
Yeah,
And swipe.
but
No,
motherfucker,
no
I put
hard
in
edits.
work.
You have to add like a swipe or a dissolve. There's no just
Yeah.
cut.
It's not
Like
the GoPro
it's so
app, too, like, you
fucking
have to
terrible.
add transitions in between clips and shit.
Like the forced transition age, like of those times, was unbelievable. Like everything you go back and watch from then is just
Well,
like,
for a long
what
time, they
in the
made you
fuck?
believe,
Yeah.
Like, the camera
Like, that
always
was
has to
it.
be moving,
Yes.
and there always has to be a transition.
That's
transitions. I watched some old movie the other day that had. I was like, wait, what the fuck? It did like a swipe.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait. No! Oh, I forgot this was a thing.
the swipe and the like, you know, all that.
It
It's
makes
like,
you not realize that you're going to another scene.
The cross dissolve one fucks me too. I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Especially the mist. Like when one thing fades, okay, we're fading into something. But the where they kind of mist over each other and it looks like static for a second and the other image pops up, you're like,
Yeah.
holy fucking shit, this is so bad. This is so bad.
pretty sure you just named all 3 transitions that were in Windows Movie Maker, because I think in that video I'm referencing all 3
All three of them
were in there.
I'm gonna get fucking a few choices. That's hilarious, dude.
It had
Basing
the
around-
checkerboard. You remember that shit? Where it was like all
Oh yeah, or the flip where they would flip.
the flip, the clockwork, the where it would swipe like
Dude.
that. Yeah, good times.
Wow.
Good times.
Sometimes you forget how bad we had it, and now it's something as simple as a cell phone. You
Those
can
lines
shoot.
still exist.
You can. Well, they still exist, but anyone out there using them, I feel like it's all an ironic thing now.
Yeah.
It's like ha ha ha.
The fucking what's the Windows Movie Maker thing where it was like the little gray bar over here and the text would flip around to say my movie. You know what I'm talking
yes.
about? That if I see that in especially like a TikTok video like today, I'm rolling on the floor. That's top tier comedy. Are you kidding me? And that's how I started that video.
Even text finally took a leap forward with the now where they can like set it on stuff and it'll like topple over.
Oh yeah.
That is impressive.
Like
but
the what's the Zombieland?
Zombieland.
All that, yeah, where he hits
comes
the
crashing through it.
yeah.
Flies off the screen. Phenomenal. There's been a handful of them that do it really well
Being
these
able to, like,
days.
put the text behind
They
people
text
in the frame.
behind it.
Yeah.
Or like something out of frame will hit it like an airplane and airplane will like crash into like the side of it or something. You're like,
Yeah.
that's fucking all right. Now we're doing some shit.
See, stuff like this makes me want to edit shit, and then I get to it, and I'm like, no.
And then you get to it.
I'd
and
rather
then-
drag my balls through a mile of broken glass.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
oh, I forgot this is going to take all this week.
yeah.
Every
I'm gonna say to my
waking,
friend, they're gonna be like,
every fucking
fine.
second.
yeah, it's fine.
Looks great, man. It's not Disney quality, but it's great.
Looks great. Here's your $10 for your fucking 8 hours of hard work.
That's really how.
Far more than that,
God
dude.
forbid you include editing time in like a project.
Video, if you broke it down, you'd be like, I actually make 7 cents an hour. I've done that on a few things, and I had to stop doing it because it made me just. You'll borderline just
Soured you on
quit.
it, yeah.
You'll just be like, man, you know what?
This is how much it costs for me to do this.
Fuck
this.
this.
Is how much it costs for me to edit it. And they're like,
Dude.
what do you mean? Is that not? That's just part of the bit, right?
I guess it shouldn't be, but on a low scale, I guess it's gonna be
Well,
every
it's like-
time because like they pay a whole building of editors in the film world,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There's a whole building of people working on these movies, literally.
Same thing
Yeah.
with, like certain sections, especially
Yeah.
animated shit.
Oh, animated is
Yeah.
one person working on one frame for 2 weeks. Have you ever watched one of those Marvel keyframing videos where they're like,
Well,
we're
they keyframe and make the whole movie. before they
the whole
shoot
yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Like it's
Same.
fucking crazy,
All
dude.
in CGI, like down to like they have it all planned out.
I watched like one frame,
Mm-hmm.
so 24 frames, 1 second of video of the Hulkbuster scene when he's coming down like this.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of fucking work that went into that 1 second of video is astronomical. And I was like, dude,
Imagine the work that they had to put in for like the Doctor Strange, especially the first Doctor Strange, like with all the fucking
All
buildings
the fucking
and
Inception shit. Yeah.
nah,
nah.
It kills me that
Like I'm gonna check out. Y'all call me when AI is like I can just tell it what I want. It's like, oh, here it is.
Yeah.
We're close.
That's how album art is.
I feel like I just made mine. I just did mine. I literally just did one for Shinfo because we're gonna
the
put
AI?
out an EP, and I was like, you know what? I'm not designing shit. I told an AI what the name of the album was gonna be called, and it shit out a bunch of different. I just kept hitting refresh. You know,
Red just did the same thing for their
I paid
album cover.
I paid $5 for our album cover. I just kept doing it. I was like, fuck it, dude.
dude. Honestly, I was doing,
And then I
what's
stitched them all together, and it looks terrible. It's hilarious.
What's the big like AI art thing that's going on right now?
What Warble?
Midjourney.
Warble.
No, it's not Midjourney. It was the actual like the DALL-E
I
thing.
have no idea.
I signed up for you can sign up to like get access to it. I don't know why they have you do that, but
It's pumping out some wild shit. These
Yeah.
people on Facebook making posts like, I did this with this, and then you're like, holy fuck.
yeah, I put in like literally just a couple like shit like one-off prompts in there, and I was like, damn, this shit kind of looks good though. Like if I ever do any solo work, this is what I'm
Solo
gonna
work.
use. Are you kidding me?
It's coming for all of us, man.
It really is.
Even this shit right here. Have you heard those songs that AI like they make that they'll take all the stuff and listen to like every Nirvana song and
Oh,
shit
yeah.
out a brand new Nirvana song, and it's like this isn't Nirvana. It sounds like a band trying to be Nirvana, but they're
Right.
fucking close.
But it's good for some robots.
and we're right at the beginning,
Have you
dude.
ever seen pictures of people that don't exist?
Oh yeah, people that don't exist. Or how about this one? Speeches presidents never gave. That one is insane.
All right,
They'll
y'all are
take,
about
like-
to make me fucking spiral in this room.
Dude, there's a YouTube rabbit hole you can go down with the AI that you're like, oh, we're dying in like 10 years.
I
We're
promise
all
you,
gonna
I
be
will
dead.
never go down that rabbit
You
hole.
should.
We're about to, like, go
I will
through another
be-
black hole.
A black
nervous
hole.
wreck.
They're firing CERN up again. Let's go. I don't know.
You catch me shambling into a room next time you see me. Hey man, what's going on?
Did
Watch
you
some
know-
of those YouTube videos you don't watch. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Why would you?
How are
walk
you
around-
functioning right now?
Why would you walk around with this information in your brain?
Fucking Denver Airport, man.
Oh my god.
Dude, let's just start listing them off and like see how many people can comment and be like, this is so fucked. Dude, the AI one is fucking terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. That shit scares the fuck out of me.
Some iRobot shit.
Y'all
we're,
remember
we're
the
right. We're right fucking dude, we're right there.
Yeah.
If they don't do like the make it not kill us all shit, which someone's
Which
gonna be
is
like,
still reversible.
well, someone will be like, fuck it.
if Arnie doesn't show up within the next 10 years and save us from all them robots.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, some Terminator 2 shit.
Yeah.
Future.
We're already in the future. When did that movie happen?
80
We're past it, right?
Have flip phones in
Five?
that movie.
No. What year was it that he was from?
Oh,
Wasn't it before now? Haven't we passed the timeline?
I don't even know.
I don't remember,
I've never
dude.
seen Terminator.
What?
I've seen the first one. That's
The
it.
second one's even better. It's like
want
one of
to.
those rare instances where the second one is better than the first one.
There's so many movies
so
like that I haven't seen. Like I've never seen the first Halloween or Friday the 13th or
Those are
Blade Runner
sort of,
or like
Blade
any,
Runner's good as fuck. I don't know though. Blade Runner 2049 is a fucking masterpiece, man.
I love Denis Villeneuve, so I really want to
It's-
see that movie.
I will say this, you need something with sound cuz like it's more than just the music. There is a soundscape that
Yeah.
vibrates.
It's also such a slow burn.
It's oh bro, if you don't like slow burns, this is not for you.
Oh, I'm fine. with
Okay,
that.
because it is the slowest burn of all
I
time.
absolutely love that movie, and I can't get through watching it the second time.
There's a
I
scene.
fall asleep every time.
There's a
I swear.
scene where he's just looking at this. There's like sky art in this future. Like
yeah,
there's
it's like
LED
walking
shit.
across a bridge,
It's
yeah.
just walking across. It's like 5 fucking minutes, and he's just staring at this thing, and you're just like, but it's the most beautiful fucking thing.
But
Yeah.
nothing's happening.
But nothing's happening. Like I said, that's why you need a good sound system. I feel because there's a soundscape in this movie, like a backdrop.
Yeah.
They use sound as like a background thing.
What was that movie?
And it's so fucking.
Dunkirk
It's so.
is
I never saw
incredible.
Dunkirk.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen that either.
that's like one of those single take films.
No,
right?
no. That's 1917.
Oh,
I
yeah,
went,
yeah.
dude. I went and seen that in theaters one day as I was unemployed at the time.
There's like 2 parts where you're like, all right, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah. I was waiting on my roommate and my girlfriend to get off work one day, and I had to come to Jonesboro for something because we were living in Brooklyn, like 15 minutes outside of town. And I was like, "What do I want to do?" I looked at the movies playing, and I was like, "1917 looks kind of good." And I went in there, and man,
I need to watch that.
That shit
'Cause
was
what was the other one they did?
bonkers.
Birdman.
yeah.
Man, it's like a simulated single cut.
Dude, with. Come on, give me the. What's his fucking Edward
Michael
Norton
Keaton.
and Michael Keaton and
Yeah, and Emma Stone.
yes, whoo. That movie's a fucking anxiety attack almost, man. That movie is insane.
That was one of the first movies that I watched that left me feeling empty, and I was like, "That's not the end." I refuse to accept that that's the end.
Right?
It's the end. That's
You want to talk about
It
movies
turns
that do
off,
that
and
to
you're
you?
like, "You punk,
you motherfucker!
do this to me."
that's what I felt about Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems is a good
same
one
way.
like
Anxiety.
that.
The whole ending of that fucking movie
Imagine
can
if
fuck
Hereditary.
itself.
Single shot.
Hereditary was
I haven't seen it.
dog. Oh my! That's the slow burn movie for me.
I need to watch
because
it.
that first 2 hours is just like, what is going on? And that last 30 minutes, me and Mallory watched that shit together. I was full standing
Full
up on my bed watching that, going because it's
Yo,
mortifying.
have you ever seen Arrival?
Yes, that movie's
That
really
was
good
me
too.
at the end of Arrival. Not the second
I
ending.
watched that movie and it didn't have.
So
There was nothing.
the second ending,
so pointless.
I think we could have had, because the movie ends twice.
Right.
But when the thing at the end, what I consider the end, when they that, we were in the theater and I asked my wife, dude, I was literally like, what the fuck? And that's a slow burn movie too.
Yeah, I watched that whenever I was like 17, 18, and I didn't get it the first time, which I'm also the type of person that like, I watched Pulp Fiction and I was like, that movie wasn't good. And then 3 days later, I was like, oh, it's a masterpiece. I just didn't realize it. I'm one of those people that
that's
it
me,
doesn't
bro.
sink in until like a couple days later, and then I'm like, oh, damn.
I'm
Same
that
thing
way
with Hereditary.
with
That's one of my
music,
favorite movies
too.
now.
I do that with music a lot too.
I do too.
I'll
I
hear a
shit on
band and I'll
stuff.
be like, I don't like it. And I don't even care. I don't even know why I don't like it. I don't care to like think about it. 5 years later, somebody be jamming some shit. I'll be like, damn, dude, this is fucking awesome. And be like, I played you this and you said you fucking hated it. And I'll be like, well, I was wrong.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that was me with Sleeping with Sirens. When I first heard them in high school, my cousin...
Sleeping with Sirens. I saw them live. I didn't catch them on a thing the first time. They were
Oh,
just at
really?
a show I was at.
really?
Yeah. So I got the live experience first. I loved them from the get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was riding in my cousin Casey's truck one day after high school, and
Yeehaw.
she was playing that, and I was like, "Is it like Flyleaf? What is this?" She was like, "Sleeping with Sirens," and she's like, "That's a dude," and I was like, "No, it's not. That's not a dude." She's like, "Yeah, it fucking is," and she pulled up the picture because she was obsessed. She's like, "That's my crush. I'm gonna marry him one day."
Of course, yeah.
And I was completely
Did they ever get married?
blown away. Astoundingly, no. No,
Astoundingly.
they didn't.
Man,
I was really rooting for him.
that
Yeah.
bitch. Life, man. Gets
Gets
you.
in the way. Yeah, no, fucking.
Is that Flyleaf? What the fuck?
I didn't know, dude. So,
First off, that's a hard pull too. What were you listening to?
at the time, I have an older brother.
Flyleaf.
My brother's 6 years older than me. So
Okay,
by the
okay.
time that I was like 6 or 7, I was already My Chem, Slipknot,
Right,
Lamb of God,
right.
like all that. And then there was a short period of time where I completely fell out of music. Didn't touch my drums for like 2 years because I was listening to like Tyler the Creator and like all the Odd Future. Like I was in like a really big rap phase, Hobson, all that shit. And then
I had a rap
it was-
phase too. Mine was wildly different, but yeah.
Right, yeah. She showed me that, and then after she showed me that, she showed me Bring the Horizon. She showed me Shadow
Oh,
Moses.
fun.
And that
Have you seen them live?
that kind of yeah, they're amazing.
They're very fun live.
That kind of kickstarted me back into my regular music again. But what really did it one day is I was listening to shit on my phone, and then I pulled up Three Cheers by My Chem, and I listened to it, and I was like, man, why did I ever get out of this? Like, this shit bangs. And then from then on, it was just back into it, full force.
I feel that.
Did someone like make you feel bad about listening to it, or?
No,
I
you just kind of do that.
That was like I just
Having a phase.
found my best friend Tanner. Me and him started hanging out more, and he was a lot more into rap at the time, and he didn't listen to hardly any metal.
Yeah, it's
So he got me into that, and then later he got into metal and all that kinds of stuff. So
Well, I think this is what happens when you start finding your own music. Because
Yeah.
mine was the same. Like, I was raised by my parents. We moved around so much, so I didn't really have a lot of the same friends. Year or two goes by, and I've got a whole new set of friends. So when I find my own music, it's just what's nearby.
Right.
Well, what was nearby at the time just so happened to be like Biggie, Tupac, fucking all,
yeah,
that whole era of shit was what was nearby. So I'm like, this is fucking awesome. And then move, and that's what I'm still listening to. Different school, of course. But then what was nearby after I fucking got a job, I was like 14, maybe 15 at Pizza Hut. And somebody was like, dude, listen to this. And I was like, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Again, you weren't finding things every day because you kind of had to be shown it.
right.
We were still looking up shit at thesauruses and whatever. So, like, somebody showed you something new and you're like, oh my God, went home, like, literally got my entire discography of hip hop albums, brought them to my buddy Suge, shout out Suge, and I set them down. I was like, all you, daddy-o. I found some new shit and went to Hastings and just bought all new shit to listen to.
Yeah. That's
True
what's
story.
up.
I gave away my entire discography just on one band, just hearing it
What
going,
band was
man,
it?
this is fucking awesome. Corn.
All right.
Yeah.
Valid.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, dude, I still attribute Pandora for the reason why I listen to most of the shit that I do today. Because, like I said, I'd already listened to like a good amount of like Avenged Sevenfold, Green Day, My
Right.
Chem. Like I listened to a good amount of it
Right.
whenever I was a kid. But I was listening to The Used one day love the Used. One of my favorite bands.
Who doesn't?
And
Are they still good though?
yeah, they're still pretty good. They
Okay.
got
I just don't know if is it still like a thing they can pull off. Is that because it seemed
you know Justin from Seosin is in the Used now, right?
really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen anything from them in so long. It's just like I know they were doing shit again, but
It's like a little bit more poppier.
Okay.
At least I'm thinking of the Canyon. I think they released another album after that that I haven't listened to yet. But I saw them on the Canyon cycle at Warped Tour. And
what was that big album they had? What was the name of that?
In Love and Death.
Yeah, that album was fucking
In my top 10 albums.
Yeah,
ever.
yeah. It's
Fucking
great,
phenomenal.
Bert.
But yeah, I was listening to that on Pandora, and then next came Senses Fail, which I
Cool.
knew them from Guitar Hero 3,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh shit,
The
I remember this
logo,
song.
the artwork.
Yeah.
That's how I always know who it is. That fucking album art, man. That was-
Talk about Let It Enfold You or the
Uh-huh.
Still Searching?
which one is the face?
Still Searching.
That's it.
Yeah. Then like right after that came Seosin, and that's one of my favorite bands ever now.
Rips, dude.
And then it was literally Armor for Sleep came on next, and
Armor for Sleep, their new album, terrible.
that was you
I'm
said
gonna-
that like
I'm
you were
not
about to be like
gonna-
amazing.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I never liked that band. They kind of came and went for me, but that was at the dude Seosin. That band fucking goes hard.
I don't think there's ever been a band that has influenced me more.
Really?
Have
Have you seen them live?
I never got
No.
super into Seosin.
That's a
I want to
That's a good
really
time.
bad. I wanted to see Circus Survive because they were coming close, and then now
what?
They're on a
They're-
definite hiatus.
indefinite hiatus. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
they'll be back.
And then they announced
sure.
They all need money at some point.
Dude, Seosin's played like 7 or 8 shows now, and they've all been in California. I'm
Well,
like,
yeah, when you don't have to go other
Fucking-
places and you can make your, what you need to survive. You're gonna start seeing that a lot, man. Like festival, dude, look at the amount of fucking festivals and
I know.
people show up,
Yeah.
and these bands are making their entire year's income at one show.
yeah.
I feel like that probably is going to be like aside from like what we do, like on the small scale, that'll be your concerts you're going to, and then everyone will just flock to these festivals.
Yeah. Man,
It's too expensive for me, bro.
every time they post, I'm like, please come close, please come close. I'm
I mean, you could set it up,
yeah.
find a venue, try to book them, like, or just really, really find a promoter who's like, sure, why not? But man,
Yeah, fucking.
that's a stretch.
I've got to. That's a bucket list. I've got to see them before
They're
anything
great.
happens. You know.
I saw them at Warped Tour, so not the best conditions to see a band for the first time.
Right.
Just like speaking of like it's all outside, so like outside sounds vastly different than inside, that kind of stuff.
And it's so rushed.
It's so rushed, and they only get a few minutes. They're all playing like 20-minute sets.
They get enough to go between a song and then
yeah,
they're into the next
and
one.
they're
you know?
out. Yeah, but it was fucking phenomenal.
I'm sure.
Like I was cooling down. I didn't even think I was gonna get to see him because you know how it is. You're like, fuck, well, this band over this band and blah blah blah. But my friend was stroking out, so we went and found the little water tent. And was just chilling there for,
Warped Tour?
yeah.
You mean the hot water tent?
Well,
Because that shit was
it's
almost
still
boiling.
water, bro. I'm just saying, like he was fucking having a moment, so I was like, let's go to the thing. Like, don't die. That's the whole goal here.
How
Don't
dare you
die.
have a moment
It's
during
crazy
season.
seeing people like complain about certain
Well,
things with festivals today. That it's like this was super normal
I mean,
for Warped Tour.
Yeah,
Like,
we just died. We just
yeah,
went out there and
yeah,
died.
Fucking dealt with it.
Yeah.
I went to Warped Tour with a 3rd-degree sunburn. I'm pretty sure it was like
Oh, I
my
mean,
fucking shit was
yeah.
like it looked like I had
Did y'all
fingers
go
on
to
my
the
shoulders.
Texas ones?
No, I always went to
My whole fucking
Piggott is
face
closer to St. Louis, so
Oh, okay.
we
Yeah, I
went to
always
St.
went-
Louis for the first time, and then the next 2 we went to. I went 2016, 2017,
Bonner
2018,
Springs,
and I went to
Kansas
Nashville
was
for the last
apparently
2.
always, like,
Nashville.
the best one 'cause it's like Kansas City adjacent or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, like it was always one of the undersold ones. So all the artists were just like hanging out, doing whatever the fuck.
Oh.
Because there were like not that many people.
I mean,
there.
kind of like when it was
Like,
here.
Chicago is like fucking 30,000 people.
Yeah,
It's like, hey, I'm sitting on my bus the whole fucking night. But
I
dude,
don't know.
the last Warped Tour that we went to made national news because it was. I think they said it was like. I don't even remember. It was well over 100, to the point to where they were like multiple.
Oh, like the
people
temperature?
Were, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Multiple people were passing out. My grandpa texted my dad, and he was like, "Y'all in Nashville?" My dad was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Brady was just on Good Morning America."
That's awesome.
It was like
I mean,
he
not for a
literally
good reason, but that
Spotted
is
me
awesome.
walking in a crowd somehow. Don't know how.
Probably bright red.
What?
Sweating unbelievable.
Yeah, I had my fucking DC hat that was molded to my head practically,
hat.
and then my I had an American flag tank top.
Heyo.
Yeah, and he was like, "That's my grandson. Just saw him."
Sure, my American flag tank
If we can
top's
find a
still in the
screenshot
damn.
of that,
Everybody's got
great
that.
cover show promotion material.
Right.
It could be the next Shimfo album cover.
Yeah, I'd be honored. I'd be honored.
Well, we do need one. We got one coming out. We're gonna do it in two sections, I guess. But the other
yeah,
one's
so gotta drop the link.
the other one's called Party Night, but like KNIGHT.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah. So that band is fun as shit. We have a lot of silly ideas, and we're able to just do them because
Yeah.
fucking who cares?
Do y'all have anything recorded?
Yeah,
Okay. I don't think I've
Yes
ever
and
listened
no.
to.
It sounds like a toilet flushing.
Yeah.
It stopped up halfway through.
yeah. So it's recorded, but it's like we kept going through members like quite literally every few months. You just find because it's just a fuck around band. So it's not like
Right.
it's supposed to stick or whatever. So it's just always it's been a revolving door. So like we get something, get it, and then we had it on tape, and it was just like, well, that's not even the vocalist anymore. So fuck it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where it's been for years. And we've had it recorded for, I mean, like 7 years, 6 years.
Damn.
Something like that. We just never put it. It's always changing. The songs change. Like we just started doing it again just to have some funsies at the end of the year here, and like we wrote 2 brand new songs, and have taken some of the old shit and added shit and taken away shit just to make them different. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't know that. Like recording it will be fun, but we're trying to find a way to do it on the fucking ultra cheap.
Yeah.
Like basically, probably gonna end up just doing like a live track kind of situation.
Okay.
Like get someone to come in,
Yeah.
that can like handle like a live environment and just one shot, just go.
I mean, honestly, I feel like that probably might fit you guys a little bit better since y'all are. I mean, I say this having never listened to Shinfo music, but like y'all are usually like high energy folks, so I figured that
That's
would
what it is.
translate very well.
That's what it is.
In that kind of
Yeah.
recording. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally all it is.
Yeah.
And it's just as high energy as the other stuff, but it's just a little bit more stupid. Like we
Okay.
go real dumb. We'll go from like a Maylene chorus to an attack breakdown, literally right beside each other.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and it's just like, what would sound good here? And you'll be like, what's the minute? Like, we pay attention to how long the song is. He's like, we're at 1.5 minutes. It's like, well, we probably only need like another part.
Yeah.
We don't want to make it too long. And now that Justin's like partially disabled on one side of his body, it's tough for him to just keep like a longevity. Like, we play the set and he is freaking wrecked.
Yeah.
But he's doing it. So kudos, like shout
he's
out, he's
fucking
doing
killing
it.
it.
But the other day we played everything, and then we played a few that I was like, oh man, we didn't play this one or that one, or well, we're gonna do what? Aren't we gonna toss around some cover ideas? So we started playing those, and he goes, I'm done. And he just looked. He got up and was like all, like his arms all up, and he's kind of hunched over. I was like, oh shit, why didn't you say nothing, dude? He
Golly.
just sat there and let him let his shit get all fucked up in real time. I was like, damn, Justin.
I didn't realize. I guess I didn't realize like at first how bad his wreck was when I first saw it. Because I mean, of course, I saw it and I was like,
Dude, the
"Holy
fact
shit!"
he's alive is kind of crazy.
Yeah, and it was really once he posted the picture, you know, him in,
Yeah.
in the chair and the gown or whatever. Like I saw that, and I saw that he had a wreck, and
Did you see a photo of the car?
Yeah. And
The
I
whole
saw people
front's just
posting about it,
gone.
and I think I thought that it was him posting about it. And so I was like, "Oh damn, like that's fucking awful." But I'm glad he's okay. And I saw that picture, and I was like, "God damn!"
Yeah. I mean,
Like-
he's okay, but fuck, dude.
Right.
He got shit I mean, just, he was fucked up.
The man's a
Sometimes the man
trooper.
gets in the car again.
But it's
Yeah.
like, it was like on a small level too, like I think it was his right wrist. Like it wasn't the big bones. Like that's what you want to break. Those are, those it heals, it kind of hurts a little, but he broke a bunch of the small shit, like in his wrist, in his hands. Like he had the fucking, like, the shit in his leg. He had that little Hellraiser device, the extruder that like goes through your fucking leg and it's got the screws poking out.
Yeah.
That keeps everything like in line. Like his shit was fucked up.
God damn.
I was one of only a handful of people that got to go see him, and it was like, dude, it was tough.
All during COVID.
It was all COVID.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like it was on a list, and once you came in the building and went through the laundry list of that shit, it was like you leave, you're out. That's it. You forfeit for the whole day.
Go
So
to the snack machine,
no nothing.
no
Oh, bro, you can't leave the room.
Yeah.
And that was at the peak.
Did y'all's hospitals also do the like 2 people max or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was dumb as fuck.
Ours was one. So when I went and saw him, so a few of my friends were in the hospital during that whole fucking thing. One of my friends, it was one could come and then you could leave. It was like a revolving door situation, but you couldn't be in there at the same time. And then the other one was Justin, and it was one per day, period. That was it. So when I came, his mom had to like forfeit a day, or his dad or his brother.
Yeah.
So like whoever wanted to go, you can go, but that's it for the whole day. So if you're not going to stay there and keep him company, because he's got to be there, he's stuck.
Yeah.
He can't even walk. I need to get him dude, I need to get him to come on and tell some stories from that shit. He's got stories from in the hospital that are just wild.
I'm surprised that they even let y'all do like the 1 or 2 a day or whatever. Because I had my great grandpa, I think he passed away like a year or 2 ago, something like that. And while he was in the hospital, my great grandma was in there, and my grandma was coming with me. And we were like signing in over there, and they were like, okay, only one of you can come in. And we're like, today? And they were like, no, period. Like, only you can come back, and only his wife can come back. And so my grandma just had to sit out in the fucking car or whatever, or like not come in.
That's tough,
so
bro.
I was
That's insane. That's bullshit.
I'm not a confrontation person at all. Motherfucker, I held my tongue on that one. I was like, who are you?
my dad passed away, and they had some rules like that, and he was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And luckily, dude, like the wing, that side he was on, they were cool as fuck. And they were like, look, if there's a door right here, come in this door. Just take your badge off, hand it to someone else, and send them through this door. Because this is our thing, and we're not going to say nothing. And I was like, fucking sweet.
Yeah.
So we were just all day, like, take the sticker off, like, make sure it's sticky, pat it on somebody else's chest. All right, on with it. God, this is a little ridiculous, but they were cool as fuck. They were like, yeah, man, no, it's like, because they deal in the everyone is here to die side of the hospital.
Oh,
like they're going in a day or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which he was only in hospice for 6 hours. It was quick.
Yeah.
But now let's make it sad. Talk about your dead relatives, Kurt.
All my friends are dead.
Put me to the end.
Yeah.
All
I got
my
some dead
friends
friends. Who's that?
Could be a plethora of people.
The silence is deafening.
Anyway, we got about 10, 15 minutes left.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I forgot you got a heart out.
Let's hammer home that cover show.
Yeah. Well, I got like 15 minutes.
Cover it up, dude.
Well,
how's the process been? I know for us it was fucking hectic as shit.
It is a little hectic.
Down
luckily,
the wire.
I found a fucking steal of a deal on some in-ears. So we've got in-ears now.
Okay.
So that's what's up.
you have like a custom thing on your cab or whatever?
Oh yeah, I did. It's out in my trunk. I can show you guys after we're done. I got the fucking the A Day to Remember bird, like for those that have a heart. Brittany Jackson did it. Shout out Brittany. She's fucking amazing.
She's fucking awesome.
She did it, but instead of an eagle head and the talons, it was a cardinal. And
that's fucking awesome.
I got it to say Cardinal Rule above it, and then Crash Cash Cover Show 2022 on the bottom.
Get the fuck out of here! What the fuck?
$70.
We should have hung that shit up this whole thing, dude. That's amazing.
It was really fucking cool. I literally just Googled like custom speaker cloth.
Sure.
And then vintage logos, I think is what it was. They do like stage backdrops and like what are the scrims? Yeah, they do scrims.
That's amazing. What the fuck?
Yeah, $70, and I want to get to the point to where I can, whenever we start gigging out, I can just like put memes on there and shit. Like I really wanted to do. I love Watchmen, so like I wanted to do the Dr. Manhattan picture of him on Mars, and then just put whatever I fucking want on there.
Like have like Velcro where you can take it off and be like, what phrase am I feeling today? And
it's all Velcro.
That's amazing.
On the back. Maybe put a dick pic on there. I don't know. If
Absolutely,
feeling
dude. It's 2022. You do whatever you want.
His drum head is literally just a picture of Paul Rudd. It's just a fucking.
That's kind of how Issues was when I saw that. I saw Issues and they had Steve Urkel as their drum head.
Jaleel White.
Yeah.
So how long did it take y'all to get all these songs in? Because it took us like 6 months, but we were like being very hard on ourselves too, though. I will say that.
I think it took us 3, and it's been quite a challenge because I mean, like I live
Y'all
2
don't live
hours
close
away,
by, yeah.
so and everybody else lives here. But then in between like work and like not all of us work on Monday through Friday, so it's having to get somebody here this day, and like it's been like Chris usually works weekends. So I'll come down this weekend, and like if Chris is free during the week, then they'll all get together and practice and stuff like that. And we just been having to like puzzle piece it together,
That sounds hectic.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
we weren't even gonna originally cover a day to remember at first. We were gonna do Taking Back Sunday.
Yo,
We're gonna Take Back Sunday. Well, we talked about doing the used. We talked about doing Sum 41.
Sum 41 would have been cool.
Yeah, we had a couple, but then we landed on Day to Remember because like
There you go.
who doesn't like
It's
Day to
fun.
Remember?
I mean,
They're also arguably the biggest out of the ones that we had to choose from.
Sure. Well, yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
They're, I would say,
The biggest currently.
Yeah, I was about to say, in a non-mean way, they're the most relevant.
Right.
Because Taking Back Sunday, I mean, like, I haven't listened to any of their new stuff in.
No one has, I don't
Yeah,
think. It's been a hot minute. And whenever anybody covers them, it's always like that back catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, got you there. But also the youth, same thing. Like,
Yeah, anything past artwork.
Yeah.
Usually people don't touch. Well, I take it back. What's the album with Cry on it? That one was pretty solid, but I think that's kind of where they were like, that's the hard cutoff.
so, yeah, as far as like current ability and like bigness, I guess, yeah, it has to go to A Day to Remember for that one.
Yeah,
Which they're fucking awesome live too, though.
they are.
Holy shit.
I saw them with Bring Me the Horizon and Motionless in White in St. Louis, and that was a hell of a show.
I saw them and wasn't even there to see them, and I was kind of like, meh. And then
don't think I've seen Day to Remember.
and then they played, and I was like, oh shit, they're fucking rad live. Oh damn.
Dude, they had on the tour that I seen them on, they had a bunch of everything was nature themed. It started off with that song, and they had like a campfire going and shit. And they had mountains. It was Mount Rushmore, and it was their heads, and they sang.
What?
The heads were. Of
course
it
they
was.
did.
It was 2014.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a long fucking time ago now.
Yeah. I'm so mad. I saw Bring Me the Horizon before they released. That's the Spirit. That's fucking a banger album, and I'm so mad that I didn't get to see him on that run. But yeah, whenever they would sing, it was the moment I noticed it was on their song Monument. They were performing Monument, and the Monument was singing in the background.
That's tight
Pretty
though,
legit.
dude. What the fuck?
My
Are
dad of all the bands was like,
Are
"Who's
y'all?
this?"
I'm curious. Are y'all doing any production stuff for it? Like the scrim and stuff, but like, is there any kind of like special light? Because we went like real stupid.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm just wondering.
I'm not gonna keep it a secret. It's nothing big. We got some fucking beach balls.
There you go. That's
we got
classic.
Got some confetti cannons. I thought they were smaller. They're fucking gigantic.
cannons.
They're like this fucking big. They're like.
They're not small.
It's-
confetti cannon. Yeah, that'll be a nice fucking mess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you it's
For no one to clean up.
We'll clean it up. I'll make sure.
No, you won't.
I'll personally sweep.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. I'll go there right now and find confetti all over the fucking floor. They don't clean it up. They pay them. They just don't do it. Perks of working at a fucking
Here's the
venue.
problem.
Yeah.
Therein lies the problem.
Yeah. No, I think that's the most we're doing with production wise, other than my speaker cab, and then. Oh no. We also got custom shirts.
Yo!
So if you've
I
ever
saw
seen,
y'all set a merch
Oh, wait.
order or something, right?
No, he's talking about from them.
yes.
Oh.
So in the music video for "I'm Made of Wax," they're all wearing kickball T-shirt uniforms,
Okay.
and it's like a day to remember, and it's like in the baseball font, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I ordered them from Custom Ink. Shouts out Custom Ink for coming in clutch. It was
That's fun as fuck, dude.
it was pretty cool. Yeah, they came in the other day. We got like all 5 of us, and then our numbers are according to who joined the band in what order.
Okay. It's an interesting way to
so-
pick the order.
And then we had to order 6. Like 6 was the minimum, so we got a merch
course.
on the back of the shirt. It says Merch Goblin and then 69 because I was like, fuck it.
Why not?
So whoever's running merch,
That's awesome.
you're stuck in that shit.
Merch Goblin 69.
Yeah,
What size did you get though? Because that's
Large,
going to dictate
'cause-
who's doing merch.
and large is the most.
Put it in a big dude. Hey, what's up? I'm Merch Goblin.
We should have got a 4X and got like Mallory or Alyssa or
Tiny, yeah.
Courtney or somebody. Yeah, somebody to do it. Fucking. It's like a blanket on them.
This show's going to be fun as
Did you guys
shit.
print merch for the show?
Yeah.
I saw the pre-order thing, but I wasn't sure if you like have physical ones ready.
Yeah, we've got those 3 shirts we're gonna be selling at the show too.
That's sick.
The fucking
3. God.
Like I said, Brittany did the Cardinal one, and then my buddy Corbin Reagan did the other 2, and those are actually rips of the Tony Hawk birdhouse design.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Because
what I thought
Chris
too,
came
yeah.
up with that. He was like, birdhouse, Cardinal Rule. Might as well fuck it.
Bird band.
Bird band,
Any shirt that's
exactly.
Like a rip is generally does well though too.
Yeah,
I
and
like a good
honestly,
rip.
I've had a bunch of people that have seen not the multicolor Cardinal Rule shirt, but the one that just has the bar, and they're like, I want 5 of those. Give me that now.
That's sick, dude.
That's huge.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so very
So you
excited
did do
about
some
that.
shit. That's awesome.
We did a
Dude,
little- we did a little
fucking
bit.
Themed T-shirts. That's fantastic. That's production. Scrims.
Do you have any predictions for the show?
Fucking, I think it's gonna go
What if
good
nobody
as
shows
fuck.
up?
Shut the fuck up, Kurt. Stop saying that.
Well, we've already pre-sold tickets, so we know people are coming.
Yeah.
Hey, and at the very least,
I know for a fact my mom is gonna be there.
Hey,
at the very least, there's 20 band members, man. That's what I always say. At the very least, there's 20 band members.
Yeah, and dude, we fucking, I don't know as far as the other bands, just because we have that group chat, but it's usually
Right.
just like us talking like here and
Yeah,
point. But
it's
I know
always,
that
like,
like
points.
we've been hucking tickets hard. So if everybody else has been doing the same shit, like this show's about to be fucking.
That's gonna be fun as fuck,
Poppin'.
dude. Yeah. It's gonna be fun as
I'll be
shit.
honest. I think you guys have been pushing tickets harder than the other bands. AGR would come in second, and then we'll not talk about the other 2.
Well, the other one lives 3 hours away, where
He
you
lives
do.
3 hours away.
2.
He
It lives 2.
is it that far? Is
hour
is it that
56?
close? Why do I always think it's 3 hours away?
That's
I always
an
thought
hour-
it was
hour
like, isn't
53.
it longer to get there? Oh, maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's probably what it is.
Is Bryant that far from Little Rock?
Well,
It's like-
it's where I'm at, so
like
it's not
20, 25
far.
miles.
Like
Oh,
when
okay.
you read it and you're like, oh, it's only 10 miles. It's like, yeah, but it's the craziest 10 miles of road
right. Yeah.
that is in central Arkansas.
Yeah.
So your
10 miles.
speed limits are, it's literally just, nothing gets above 40, and that's only for a minute.
yeah.
You know? And so that's probably why, because I Google
takes-
everything from my house. So I'm like, fuck, it's 3 hours away, man. That's too much. But really, it's not, because you can just speed on the highway and
Right.
Also,
make up the
drive to
difference.
Jonesboro is literally a straight line.
Yeah, I
you
remember
get on-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very boring.
Dude, fucking. I
Gross.
hate driving it at night
Yeah.
because I will straight up.
Dude,
Fall asleep, get
dozing off,
naughty.
yeah.
Yeah. Memphis is
Fuck.
kind of the same way until you hit the 40 interchange, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one fucking road the whole way
Yeah, but I
there.
can do 90 to Memphis.
That's true.
Dude, we so it was for what was the last show that y'all played?
Who? My Hands to War?
Yeah.
Silent Planet.
Yes. So we were. This
With
is gonna
levels
make me sound
and,
like such a bad boyfriend.
Tiny towns.
I didn't realize it at the time. Man, like I said, I'm one of those people that I'm just like, you tell me something, I'm like, and like 3 days later, I'm like,
Oh,
oh shit.
yeah. Oh, that's tonight.
But yeah, we were riding home, and Mallory drove separate from me, and we
No, go ahead.
we were driving separate, and Justin had sent me the album, and I don't know if I was supposed to say that.
No, you're fine,
It's
bro.
amazing.
Everyone
bro.
else has heard it. Thank
It's
you, man.
Literally, I got emotional in the car, dude. That's
Same.
such a good album.
I'm
I-
a little bit more attached to it, but everybody has said very nice things,
Right.
so I'm very happy.
That's
It was worth the cost.
one of the that's one of the only. There's been a couple times where other local bands have really just made me like gasp, and
Yeah.
that was definitely like that whole front to back. I was like, God damn.
How about that drum tone though? Shout out Dalton Kennelly.
Yeah.
That drum tone is
Yeah.
out of this fucking world. We
It's
sampled it.
so good.
I'm going to drop my own drum samples. We have them. Like I'm just waiting.
It's
Dude,
so good.
The snare, like that's my like I'm being biased as fuck right now. Like thank you for the compliments. I just don't want to think about it too much. So I'm just like those drums. And he did that, I swear to God. We were the first drum set in his new space.
Yeah.
That literally was 30 minutes of set up the mics, tune, like me and him, like code tuning, like, yeah, maybe like this, shape it, blah, blah, blah. And all right, let's do a sound take. That's it.
Holy shit.
Dude, that was it. That was a one and done. Like me and him tuned it together and pop, 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 boom, 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 play it back, go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No dampening, no go back. All right, this is a little sharp. No, nothing. That was a one and done job. in the room.
Jesus.
It was, and it fucking is
that shit is
insane.
monstrous.
And that's all real. There's no replacement in that. Like they use like some thickening agents, like, but it's all the samples are from the drums. We didn't use any like packs or kits. Like we sampled those drums to layer into the drums.
Yeah.
Just for the bigness.
Fucking unreal.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were we were riding home and I was listening to that album and Mallory calls me and she's basically like, "Hey, like I'm falling asleep," and I'm like, "Damn, that sucks. I'm listening to My Hands of War album." It wasn't exactly like that. But I was like, she's like, "I'm falling asleep," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm kind of tired too. I'm just like trying to listen to this My Hands of War album and like." It's keeping me awake because I'm like invested in it, and she's like, "Oh, okay." And then we kind of talked to us for a second, and I was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna get back to this album. It's trying to, it's helped me stay awake." And she was like, "Okay, all right, love you, bye."
You
and
want
then,
the link?
Yeah, and then we get home, and she's like, "What the fuck, dude?" And I was like, "Oops,
Sorry."
She told my dad that, and my dad was like, "Are you?" Let me talk to you outside. Let me talk to you outside. Go ahead, clock out for me.
So funny, dude.
He's like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" I was like, I didn't realize at the time. I'm dumb as shit.
I live in the moments too. We were in here doing the podcast last week, and fucking Kurt's like, "Hey, we gotta go to that show," and I was like, "What are you talking about? What show?" This fucking show, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I had not slept. I had been up all night chasing tweets. Yes, we did.
Okay.
What show was that?
It was
Was the
goddamn. See,
Yeah, the Archers.
yeah, Archers and
yeah.
Who the fuck was
Leona.
Leon? That's what it was,
Yeah.
Leona. I was like, damn, I know, like, and they did great too. They fucking
Everyone
ripped
knows
it.
Too. Apparently they're from Mississippi.
I
Who?
don't think I've seen any of those bands.
They open.
Oh, the opener. Yeah, they were definitely from Mississippi.
Had some of that southern twang.
Well, no, but they just looked the part.
Oh yeah.
They look like just country boys. The whole band. I love it when the band gets up there and you're like, this is about to be the heaviest shit or actual country.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be fucking...
Arkansas is such a weird, has such a weird like mix of those people because I have a couple of guys that I went to high school with that are like full on
I
like
see you.
the
You didn't
camo
acknowledge
jackets,
have
the
to.
boots, the boot cut jeans, whatever, look like they're gonna listen to some Morgan Wallen, and then they're like,
Yep.
"You like Whitechapel?" I'm like, "What the fuck? Yeah, I like Whitechapel."
Who doesn't like Whitechapel? All the fucking things. Real quick before we go, I did see a band like that one time, and they use actual tree stumps as ego risers.
That's dope.
They brought
Are you
in
kidding
real
me?
live
That
fucking
sounds
tree
like
stumps.
kind of a bitch to load in.
Oh, it
Oh,
was.
that sounds awful.
Dude, they were
but
wrestling. They
it's
were
worth
wrestling.
it.
They were wrestling them like into the room. They weren't hollowed out. They were fucking legitimate tree stumps.
Chop this bitch 10 minutes before the set.
But it was fucking effective. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming by, dude.
Absolutely, I loved it. I've wanted to be on this podcast for so long.
It's-
There was a moment where I was working in a I had to drive a lot, and I listened to like 30 episodes back to back.
Thank you.
Love this show. Love you boys. Thank you
love
for
this
having me
show.
on.
It's a shame it had to be on a fucking schedule, but there's always next time too, though.
There is always
We're
next
not
time.
going anywhere. I like doing it too much. Oh my god, that kind of snuck out. Sorry, everybody, come see the Crash Cast cover show this Friday.
This Friday, it's in a couple days.
It's $15 for tickets right now. Hit up a band dude or myself or Kurt. At the door, is it 20? Is it 20?
$20
It's
at the door.
$20 at the door, so save $5 fucking dollars. And if it's multiple people, you save more money. All right?
Absolutely.
Please come. We need money.
And Kurt will open mouth kiss you.
No.
No,
He's shaving
no.
his head.
But I will
Oh,
shave
that's
my head
right.
If we sell out.
Silly
If we
me.
sell
Those,
out.
those,
But
those
what do
two
we-
things are just so
Now,
similar.
you can't be like, we didn't sell out. Only 200 people came. Sell out to 175, by the way. I'm putting it out there.
I would say we're at like 80, 90 tickets right now.
Well, there you go. It'll sell out. For sure, it'll sell out.
That's what's up.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, everybody, thank you for listening. Peace.